Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Quarantine Clash. Happy Thanksgiving to all who celebrate. Happy Thursday to those of you who don't. Who needs football on a day like today when you've got Super Mario 64? On this edition of Quarantine Clash, we have the man, the runner, who's on the prow. He ain't no sea cow. Please welcome Mr. Jokehow.
Yeah.
And in the other corner, for those of you who may not know him, get out from underneath that rock. He's out of practice, so he may be a little limply, but it is the 120-star world record holder, Simply. And now, here's your host, AussieAdam.
Thank you, Shrek Dog, for that marvelous introduction. As Shrek Dog said, we had the 4-seed Simply versus the 13-seed Jokehow in this no LBLJ 16-star race, and we're just going to wait for the runners here and try to start it as soon as possible. That was an insane introduction. I don't have anything else to say to that. 3, 2, 1, maybe? Damn, I couldn't time it. I tried to time it. I really tried to time it. Simply already with a big lead. But yeah, there is a handicap because Jokehow is on emulator. He has to start his timer at 10 seconds.
Which public service announcement? This is actually going to be the final instance of 16 star that Jokehow ever does on emulator. Earlier this week, he has purchased and started running on the Nintendo 64 console, but since he only had, I believe, 2 to 3 days worth of practice, he figured to get this one underway for emulator. Going forward, he will be console only.
Let's Simply with the like to see it pretty clean. I mean, obviously Simply's the favorite here. 120-star world record holder. You'd think he might be washed up from doing Minecraft, but I think he still has it in him personally. Jokehow, no, Jokehow.
No.
Oh no.
See it, folks. Oh man.
Oh
Talking about a washed up racer, it looks like Jokehow is literally washed up on the shore right now. Oh my.
Oh, and he's just going in there. Some people I've been hearing talks that Simply is washed going to Minecraft. I see it, actually. I see it 100%. He just missed texture setup.
Even the great...
Simply. Maybe trying to make the race a little closer. Might have seen Jokehow moat. Yeah, for those that don't know, Simply actually does have the 120-star world record. I know you might not know he plays Mario with all the Minecraft streams lately, but he is a Mario primarily in the past streamer.
The problem is when you're on that kind of level of a Simply, a Cheese, or... I'm trying to even think of another one who took a break. Maybe like a Tago.
Even Punke.
And Punke especially, thank you. When those guys have grinded Mario as hard as they have, constantly pushing for world record as hard as they have, sometimes you just need a break from the grind. This here is just, I guess, an exhibition, trying to make sure that muscle memory doesn't fade away.
I mean, yeah, you lose it a little bit from what I've heard, but you still have most of the basics there, and you can get back to that top level a lot quicker than people that just start out. Obviously, you know how things work, you know the tricks, and Simply with a probably clean Alice here. Jokehow not too far behind considering he moded. He's definitely almost a full Womp star behind.
However, he was trying to show off his sexiness there by holding on to the pole. Little did he forget that he's not going to get any bonus points for stripping.
I mean, Simply has a pretty comfy lead right now. And I'm not really too surprised by this. I mean, I am surprised by the Jokehow moat. I was expecting this lead to come by later, but we'll see what happens.
Jokehow making his way out of Wands, trying to go meet up with Simply in the cool mountain.
Yeah. Trying to be cool together. Awful joke. Please ignore me. Anyway.
Where's the laugh track when we need one?
I'm a big fan of taking the Al if you are not confident in Alice. Simply dying! Giving a chance for Jokehow to come back.
Oh my goodness.
You know, Simply is a content machine, so you have to question if he is dying for content. Simply getting the dance, though. Oh! But hitting Bowser.
He was not ready for Bowser doing the boogie woogie. Yeah, he died.
Yep. I hate to spoil it for chat, but I saw Jokehow post something, and I was very scared. I mean, it was already Simply's to lose, but now it's double Simply's to lose, is the best way I can put it there. Oh, Simply actually heard me talking, and he's going for side hop?
Uh-huh.
Interesting star replacement here. Because usually you would replace side hop with talents because that would save more time over replacing it with rolling rocks. But maybe he just wants to get the rolling rocks RNG out of the way and he's replacing it with rolling rocks instead. 4 stars behind, not looking great for him. Simply is gonna, I don't know where's he left to mess up. Maybe a few little deaths in that HMC hole. maybe some Fire C problems because he's not used to no reds.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe BLJs and Mips clip, but those are very big maybes. Jokehow is not looking too strong right now. People wanting the shoes to make Simply lose.
Jokehow saving himself from death there, but not quite being able to make it over the dim.
He's doing it again. Jokehow putting on a performance, maybe not quite the one he wanted to put on, but he is putting on a performance nonetheless. And Simply way ahead of the bunny, probably going for the punch, missing the punch. There's a few seconds that Jokehow can save.
If we had predictions live, clean clip. If he gets here to the star door, will he go for the backflip approach?
He's going for the very cocky, going for those wall kicks. I mean, I'm sure he's used to it. Obviously, he's experienced enough in 16 star where he knows that. So Simply really cruising right now. On probably a 16 pace right now. No major mess ups. And Simply going for the laggard is here too. I mean, he's confident enough in 16 star. I wasn't quite sure how confident he would be, but I mean, to just... never mind. Didn't know how long the final long jump is going. Sadly, Jokehow is still minutes behind.
Oh boy.
Simply more than likely gonna get an 18 here. Unless he messes up BLJs and bits, but I mean,
anything can happen. We never thought we'd see a Fire C screw up, so he could drop off in bits.
Yeah, and Jokehow here abusing the emulator, really PC Monster Racing right now, showing us the full view of the sub.
That might be the speed.
He's gonna have to do a lot of BLJs against this door if it were to work. I don't know if it's worth it, but okay, he's gotten it.
All right, Jokehow, meanwhile, making a valiant move for Zero Cycle here. Let's see if he's gonna get it.
He should be able to get the wall kick. As long as he doesn't get a first, he's made it. Okay, making up some time there, but Simply still on BLJs.
And there he goes. Now, this Ray, will he be able to get to the stairs by the time Simply will be done with Bowser throws? Is Simply they're perfect?
I mean, that is the race right now. I don't see Simply missing many Bowser throws if he misses any. Goomba could have some words for him now. Goomba's just telling him to get off his lawn, and Simply saying, get out of here. Simply will get world record next round. Interesting call out from Mario Fam there, as Simply gets an 18 his first run. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, Jokehow, if Simply has another performance like that, Jokehow can win. Jokehow, obviously, devastating performance with the moat and the Death and Dark World. If he can clean up those two easy things to clean up, he's gonna have a shot if Simply can perform like that again.
Simply forgetting to stop his timer, but even with the 10
yeah, I don't think we have to worry too much about that one.
The race is officially called. I think we're getting serious here, Adam. I think the only way that Jokehow pulls away with this race, maybe pushing into a game 3, is he unleashes the tube.
I mean, if he showed what was in the tube on his stream, he may have a chance. I mean, personally, I think he has a chance if he doesn't moat and die in Dark World. But those are also very great asks.
The infamous tube with content God only knows how. If he can show that in front of Simply's face, perhaps he can be able to manipulate this race to his favor. But it would be one very diabolical move.
And Jokehow, great job from Jokehow, actually making this race a little bit competitive from the start.
There we go.
And the question is Simply a content machine? I don't think he's losing this pace on accident. Will he throw it on purpose? I think that's what you really have to ask yourself. And Simply with the texture setup, pretty clean.
Clean. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, this is the race we were hoping for last time. Maybe Jokehow, like, he saw his performance, he laughed at it, and now he's just gonna do a run. Simply absolutely flexing on Jokehow right now.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is a giant flex. Going for Bombs Fortress 100.
He's going to try to skip CCM altogether with the 100 coin setup. Oh my god.
Yep. This doesn't... I don't believe this saves time unless you do Cano cycle, which saves 1 second. But it's still a decent cycle. A decent time. I mean, he also did... missing the blue coin, but he's going to get this one here. Quick backup.
Yep.
Definitely not saving time with this. Oh! A little bit of struggles here.
Almost missing that blue and trying to go for the wall kick. I wonder if his trying to convince him to go for the 100.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you saw how much he won the last base by and he wanted to put on a show.
Content. It's all about the content.
Yeah. I mean, definitely not the cleanest 100 he's ever had in his life, but it's been decent. He missed a few blue... Actually, no, he missed 2 blue coins. Not that really that great. But, I mean, Jokehow, that's some time for Jokehow to save up on him. If he gets some clean wall kicks from work and a clean Little Penguin Lost... Pretty good time save for Jokehow. Yeah, for those that don't know, CCM Bombs Fortress 100 is actually Cano's world record route, but it is a faster cycle. He got coin. Kano got coins a lot faster than Simply got coins, so Simply really losing time overall, but it looked fun. Anyway.
May not even save that much of a time because Kano only got, what, half a second faster than Lunar?
I mean, I think in, like, textbook, it saves 1 second if you get Kano's cycle. I mean, no, it looks like Simply's still going to be in the lead here. I mean, Joke did have a 10-second handicap, and he did mess up his movement to top of the fortress.
You got some family support watching the tournament back there?
Yeah. I mean, Simply out. Not as big as a lead as last time, at least. And then, I mean, as long as Jokehow doesn't die in Dark World, he might have a chance here. Especially if Simply has that meltdown he had in Fire Sea last run. And cows are still coming out for Jokehow. Maybe the cows are helping more this race than they did last race. Oh, Simply with a quick ball.
Overwhelming support here for Jokehow.
Yeah. I mean, let's see what time Simply I mean, the real question is the cycle they get in Dark World, so we don't really need to see too much what time Simply enters. It's going to see when they exit Dark World.
6:35 entryway into him. We'll add on 10 seconds to Jokehow.
Yeah, I know they both go on. They both go for Shigeru's cycle. Obviously, Simply probably a lot more consistent with it.
Maybe while he's flexing, he might try Tsukishima here.
Nah, it's too late now. He would have had to do that from the beginning. And he would have needed to do the box roll out.
All right, Jokehow about 15 seconds behind Simply.
Not too bad. He can make a lot of that time up in DDD and Fire Sea.
You know, the funny thing I'm seeing here, Adam, is that considering that people would usually simp for Simply, this chat is just nothing but simps for Jokehow.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that for sure. I mean, maybe Simply's chat doesn't like him, and or maybe they're just rooting for Game 3.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, if you are rooting for Jokehow, please press 1. If you're voting for Simply, press 2. If you're here for just good old commentary, press 3.
A lot of Jokehow fans, a lot of Simply fans too, actually. Pignickel actually mods abusing everything. Might have to demod them after the stream. As they're distracting me so much as Simply went for Pillarless. Thanks a lot, chat. Yeah, I was gonna say he's about to skip. He was about to skip atop the pyramid.
Teasing us there a little bit. He will be going for Pillarless here, ladies and gentlemen.
No, he already did go for Pillarless.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, brain dead. Yeah, he will be going for top of the pyramid.
No, it does make sense because he still needs the Toad, unless he's skipping Toad.
What if he skipped HMC altogether and just went in there for Toad?
Yeah, it saves time over Reds, but I don't think he would do it over Reds is what I was trying to say.
Could there be a chance he screws up left side here and falls into the hole?
We can only hope if we want it to be a close race, but I don't think he will. Yeah.
He does not. Commentator hoping Simply could turn this into a 17 versus 16 star race. But...
Oh, and a beautiful re-wrap from Simply with the punch through the door. And he's going to go for the double. Yep. He's done it. Simply is cruising right now. People had some doubts before the tournament. Is Simply washed? Is Simply actually just a Minecraft streamer? But, I mean, he doesn't even do 16 star and he's just cruising.
We can confirm it here, folks. Simply does still indeed have the sauce. Oh, Jokehow, the one making this.
He wanted the 17 stars. Now you gotta be a little concerned if you're Jokehow. If he makes Mips go through the door, the run is literally over. Simply not as comfortable with the back camera angle. Going with the forward blend. A little more lag there, but a lot safer.
While Simply is keeping.
We wanted to go for the dab. He didn't get the dab. I think
he's just looking.
He's looking too cool. Looking over his shoulder. He's too cool for this tournament. Actually flexing on the host of the tournament.
Oh my. Tried to look out for you there, chat. Oh, and...
Gonna be a first-time BLJ from Simply. Yep.
Yep, there it is. Clean BLJs.
And Simply looking to close this out with a moving left side. No problems there.
Not flexing with a moving right side. Jokehow, meanwhile, on BLJ.
Oh, falling. Oh, Kenny. No, he's still alive. Jokow's gonna need some first-time BLJs to help out, though. Now, it looks like it... Unless Goomba is out for vengeance here, Simply's in it. Oh!
Oh! Not even giving the Goomba a chance.
Yeah, not even close, really. Simply loves throwing that first throw short. Maybe not spinning as fast as he used to do. Minecraft got his thumb weak. Definitely not trying to commentator's curse that one. Oh, Jokehow, no. Come on, buddy.
As Simply misses a throw Jokehow with the death, any possibility has probably died along with that, Mario.
I mean, Simply definitely not the cleanest bits. Gave Jokehow some room for a comeback, and still is trying to give Jokehow some room for a comeback. But I don't think he can do it.
I think looking at this arena, he thinks we've suddenly turned this into a game of Pac-Man. We're not trying to get it into the mouth hole, Simply.
Oh, Simply, stop. Simply, this is a little too obvious. Just finish the race, Simply. We don't need to go to game 3.
Literally throwing for content here.
There we go. He heard me. He's like, okay, maybe I should start hitting them some throws. 1801 from Simply. Jokehow definitely had a chance to win there. Sadly, could not pull it together. Simply, congratulations. What'd you think of your performance there?
I thought it was pretty all right. You know, there was some bad points, but for not really playing too much, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, I saw you warming up with LBLJ practice like 30 minutes before, but besides that, had you done much practice before the race?
No.
No, I didn't
practice.
think so.
I mean, at this point, you know, it's so deep in my bones that it just kind of stays intact. The muscle memory is always there. So,
would you ever be concerned at all? I'm just like curious in general. Like, how big of a break would you need to like take to think that you couldn't come back to like at least a decent form in Mario 64? Do you think that's even possible at this point?
I'd probably be, I don't know, years. Like if I took maybe like 5 years off or a decade or something. But even if I take a year off and I come, like even when I came back after like 2 years of not playing, I was already back in like a week. So
yeah, I mean,
it does not take long. The muscle memory is very deeply ingrained in my soul.
Now, the question I think I and everybody wants to know here simply is you very openly in your streams have talked about how you've not enjoyed running 16 stars, and yet here you are competing in a 16-star race. What got you to participate in this tournament?
Well, I love Aussie, and I also think races are fine. I don't really like grinding 16 very much, but races are quick. They're fun. Definitely prefer to race 16 over anything else. I think it's always been like one of the best racing categories for Mario. I'm a fan.
Especially over like
that being said, we've now joined into the booth here from Jokehow, hanging on to life as we know it here. Jokehow, your reaction, buddy? Turning this into a 17-star race the second go around.
I can't believe I won the fucking moat the first race. What the hell?
Yeah, they were telling me that in my chat. I was like, okay.
Oh god! And Simply had a meltdown in Fire Sea at this first race. If you didn't moat and die in Dark World, you were going to be riding his tail.
Totally fucked myself the first race. I don't know. I couldn't come back from everything I did. Second race was at least decent. Were you doing like blind throws at the end? What happened there?
I don't know, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is confirmed that Simply was throwing for content.
No, it wasn't. Not true. I did try a harder route though. I wanted to like spice it up a little bit the second.
If I didn't miss that first left side, I could have had a potential shot with all those throws, but
yeah, I threw like a bitch. It's rough.
Yeah, you chose an interesting route both races, going for side hop the first race and then pillarless the second race over rolling rocks. Are you going to combine them together at one point?
Yeah, I appreciate you going.
Oh, and the 100 coin flex.
This second race, give me a little bit of a.
Apparently, it's actually faster. The reason I did it is because Stom was typing that's what you do in the world record. I don't know if he's trolling.
It's faster for Cano Cycle by like a second or something, I think.
Yeah.
Cycle?
Like getting all 10 coins on the right side first before going to that cycle at the top, instead of just the 5 that you get at first.
The LBLJ record is held by Cano, who did the 100 coin Womps approach, so it's been coined Cano Cycle, no pun intended.
Oh, wait, does he get the same cycle I got, except getting all the coins?
Yeah, he gets all 10 coins instead of the 5 on the right side.
Yeah, he's fucking insane.
Cycle? How?
It's insane. Watch his world record. It's actually
Perhaps
pretty
you'll
nuts.
need to do your research for the upcoming race.
Holy shit.
Oh, true. Yeah, he's going to pull out the optimal no LBLJ route next race.
That's insane.
Congratulations again, Simply. Your next match will be against the winner between Zion and Squeaks. Most likely Zion. What are your thoughts on that upcoming matchup? No offense to Squeaks.
Zion is really good. I could definitely lose to Zion for sure, so might have to practice a little bit more leading up to that one. We'll see. This felt pretty good though. I think like I could bust out a pretty good run.
Yeah, you're on 16 pace until BLJ's, I believe.
That's not bad.
If you ask me, which nobody did, but if you want to get under Zion's skin a little bit, bop him in the Captain Falcon 64 record before going into the next race.
Flexing on him there first.
Let him know what's up.
Yeah, that might have to be done. Captain Falcon record. He got such a good run of that. It's crazy, actually.
All right, just like that, the next match is done. That was great. I mean, pretty solid performance from Simply. I mean, he got 218s though. Looking definitely beatable for Zion if he can get there.